Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead reading. Thanks for being here. This is week commencing the 8th of December, and before I start, I just want to say a massive thank you as we reached the a milestone of 25,000 subscribers this week. And oh my gosh, thank you so much for everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing the channel. Also, I'd like to say thank you not only for the beautiful comments that you leave me, but also for the comments that you leave each other, because I've noticed, lately, especially, that when people are struggling a little bit, I've noticed you've all been rallying around, which is lovely. I really appreciate that. Right, let's get on with your reading. These are the Moonology cards. I'll just pre-warn you, Bella's in here. She can hear my daughter getting out of bed, so she'll be going out in a minute. But anyway, let's have a look. 2 messages, please, and thank you for Aquarius. What do we have? Aquarius, we have leave the past behind. That is the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. And then we have reflect on your priorities, last quarter moon in Aquarius. Interesting. Reflect on your priorities and leave the past behind. Let's see how that resonates in the tarot. So, dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Aquarius. And make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Bye, Bella. She gave a little wild, oh, she's got, yeah, little tail wag there. Okay, what's the focus, please, and thank you for Aquarius. We have the 10 of Wands. What's the opportunity? We have the 4 of Cups. Your challenge is the Emperor. The Queen of Swords is in your subconscious. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Cups as your advice and outcome. Now the 10 of Wands, the focus of the 10 of Wands, you can see, oh my gosh, he has so much on his plate there. This is my card of stick a broom up my bum and I'll sweep the floor as well, why not? But this is because you've taken on too much again, Aquarius. It's like, yeah, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. And then you're going to burn out if you're not careful. You can see he's got the wands in front of him. You can't even see one step in front of the other because he has so much burdensome here. However, the focus of this card is what can you delegate? What can you give to other people? And yeah, prioritize, make those wands the ones that really need to be a priority at the moment. Now, the 4 of Cups is your opportunity. Again, this is about rethinking something, because the 4 of Cups is very much tarring relationships and friendships and situations with the same brush. It's like, oh yeah, what's the point? I've done that, nothing, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, nothing's really growing around him. He's a bit bored. But as an opportunity to change that up. And I think because if you delegate something here with those 10 of Wands, it opens you up a bit more. He's sitting, as I say, like a pretzel there. He's not open to any chances coming in, any new offers coming in. But there's an opportunity, I think, to open up, but you've got to delegate first of all. Now, the Emperor is your challenge. I just think this is you, Aquarius. Not traditionally, Emperor is attributed to Aries, but I think this is you always wanting to be in control and be that person that helps everybody, that, wants to be bit, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit stubborn in their energy, because there's like, no, I can do it. No, I can do it. No, I don't need the help. No, it's fine. And I just feel it's that. If it's not you, then an Emperor as a challenge can be somebody who's a bit stuck in their ways and it's their way or the highway. They can be quite manipulative too. Yeah, don't like change, very resistant to change. Now, the Queen of Swords is in your subconscious. Again, the Queen of Swords to me, it's like you want to say something, Aquarius. You want to be forthright. For some reason you're not being, but I think it's coming to a surface. You're going to have a say sooner or later. Now, the Queen of Swords is assertive. She cuts off people that do not serve her. But at the same time, she's very forthright. She looks forward, not backwards. And it's like, no, let's look at the task in hand. Let's just get it out in the open. Let's communicate clearly about it. And then we've got to focus, and then we've got, here she comes, a direction to go in. Now, the 8 of Cups is your advice and outcome, and I really think there is something about leaving some emotional ties behind here, walking away. Now, it doesn't mean to say you've got to walk away forever. Maybe somebody is really relying on you emotionally, and that is taking a toll on you, perhaps. Friendships, relationships, or cups, or matters of the heart. But I just feel like with that 10 of Wands as your focus and the 4 of Cups as your opportunity, you do need to say no to somebody at some point. That doesn't mean to say it's permanent. It's just for next week. 10 of Wands, why are you here? Please and thank you. As a focus for Aquarius. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is reminding you, Aquarius, to know your worth. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is about being independent, financially independent, and she wearing the most beautiful gowns because she can. She appreciates that, you know, she's worked very hard and she deserves this. And she deserves to enjoy it too, and have a little bit of luxury. And I think that's what they're encouraging you to do next week, Aquarius, also. But you've got to drop some wands to do that. Now, the 4 of Cups is your opportunity. I just think by opening up, telling people as it is with that Queen of Swords, opens up something nice for you to come in next week. What is it? Oh, Temperance. Okay. Do you know what I think of Temperance here? Temperance means it's the card of alchemy. So you're turning one thing into another, and you're hoping for you know, or your focus is a positive outcome. So I always think of blending families when it comes to this card. You know, you're trying everybody to get on, and hopefully, you know, it all comes to fruition in the end. It's the card of turning one thing into another. I think with this card with you, Aquarius, this is about you saying, or this is about an opportunity of compromising something here. Especially with that 10 of Wands, there's got to be a compromise along the way, which you will be pleasantly surprised about with that offer coming in here. Temperance is also about patience, but something has to balance up with that Temperance card. But I think you've been patient long enough, and that's why you've got to put some of those ones down and find a compromise here. I don't know if you don't think you've got a compromise to yourself, by the way. If you think, oh my gosh, I've got to be able to do that first before I deserve that. No. A compromise means with the people around you. You know, if you're thinking, I can't possibly ask them to do it, you could say, well, if you do that, then in 3 months' time, maybe I'll restart it again. But in the meantime, you know, I just think you need a little bit of assistance here, Aquarius, just to give yourself a break. Now, the Emperor is sat as your challenge. Whether that's your challenge personally, I personally think it is. You find it very hard to let go, for somebody else to be in control. Let's have a look for Emperor. Why are you here? Ace of Wands as a challenge. Now, the Emperor really doesn't like the Ace of Wands, because Ace of Wands is a brand new idea, something new and exciting coming in. Emperor's like, no, I stick to what I know. What's that all about? Are you perhaps a little bit stuck in your ways, especially with that 4 of Cups, but there's an opportunity to change that up? Ace of Wands encourages you to change that up. This is about new ideas and growth, but if you're in the Emperor energy, that is not going to happen. He likes to do things, again, all in order. There's nothing spontaneous about this Emperor. I'm going to do one more on that Ace of Wands as a challenge. We have the 7 of Wands as a challenge too. Interesting. The 7 of Wands in the upright is about you sticking to your guns and taking the higher ground. However, as a challenge, it's about being prepared for something, but you've rushed into something. Seven of Wands with that Ace of Wands as a challenge. I think you're resisting something here. I nearly called you Emperor, Aquarius, because I feel like that, if you look at the wands, they're very much like branches of trees, aren't they? They're the branches, and they've got lots of shoots on them. The Seven of Wands is using the Ace of Wands to almost resist something here. And justify it. But I just think it's because you're sitting a little bit set in your ways, if you don't mind me saying, Aquarius. Open up, uncross those arms and legs on that Four of Cups, see what comes in. It's like you've made your mind up about something and there's no changing it. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised if you, if you open up a bit. Now, the Queen of Swords is in your subconscious and bubbling under the surface. That's too many. Just one at a time, please. And this is the need to say something, to be assertive, to be forthright, to get something out in the open. Clear-cut communication, no beating around the bush. Page of Cups is also in your subconscious. There is a childlike energy here to want to follow your dreams. I just feel like you're not sure what that is at the moment. The Page of Cups is full of surprises. These go with the flow energy. But for some reason, you're battling that, I think, with something going on here. I'm going to do one more on that Page of Cups, please, and thank you. Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords in your subconscious is wanting to move on to calmer shores. However, the Six of Swords with that Page of Cups is all about go with the flow. The Page of Cups encourages you to, don't overthink something, just very Piscean, very dreamy. Nothing is a block. You know, age is not a barrier. Nothing's a barrier with the Page of Cups. And then you have the Six of Swords also in your subconscious. It's like, yes, you know that. You want to go with, it's like, I need to go with the flow, but I need to say something first. There's still that need to, I don't know, are you waiting for something or somebody to say something very clear to you to make it crystal clear? And then you can move on. The Six of Swords I love the Six of Swords. That's definitely, she's got her boat in the water. She's going downstream. She's absolutely knows that she's not looking in the past. All she knows is she's leaving the stressful times. She's not even looking back. She doesn't know where she's going, but she's not looking back. And what was leave the past behind was your message here. Again, Eight of Cups, look, leaving something behind is your advice and outcome. Let's have a look at Aquarius. Why do we have that, please? And thank you. To finish the reading for Aquarius. Okay, we've got two. Let's take two. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles as advice and outcome. And this is finding your tribe. This is you collaborating with somebody next week too. And also being recognised for your skill set. Being like the one at work that shines. Maybe it's your emotions you're having to leave behind here. I don't know. You got the Hierophant as well as advice and outcome. Now, the Hierophant is about commitments. Are you leaving behind? Yeah, it's like offloading some commitments next week with that Ten of Wands too. Commitments also can equal marriage, divorce, etc. And the Three of Pentacles can be you going to get advice from other people who really know what they're talking about and collaborating with them with some help. All right, let's finish with the Gateway Oracle. You've got flying free, Aquarius. Which is what you want to do. It's bubbling under the surface. I unfurl my wings and fly. Soar like a bird. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Have a fabulous week. And thank you as always for watching. See you next week. Take care.